A post-mortem has confirmed that Makueni County Trade CEC Dr. Sonia Nzilani died from cardiac tamponade, a condition caused by fluid buildup around the heart, a long-term illness she had managed for over a decade. Lead pathologist Dr. 𝐄𝐚𝐬𝐭𝐥𝐞𝐢𝑠𝑡 Kituku said the fluid accumulation caused a fatal rupture. The post-mortem, conducted with both family and government representatives, was described as transparent by Dr. Catherine Waithera. Makueni Governor Mutula Kilonzo Jr. welcomed the findings, saying they resolved all concerns. Dr. Nzilani will be laid to rest on Saturday.
Na wakati ilipasuka ikatoka damu mingi, na hiyo ndio ilifanya ikaleta hiyo kifo chake.
And thank you for agreeing to be ambushed.
The Pharmaceutical Society of Kenya is sounding the alarm over key provisions in the Kenya-UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, CEPA trade agreement. The society warns that clauses on data exclusivity and non-tariff measures could weaken the Pharmacy and Poisons Board, delay access to affordable generic medicines for critical conditions like cancer, diabetes, and HIV. PSK held Parliament's recent decision to resolve two sections of the treaty as a major win for patients, but the society cautions that any attempt to reverse these protections could drive up treatment costs, threaten local pharmaceutical manufacturers, and undermine Kenya's universal health coverage goals. The society insists that public health must come before commercial interest. It is urging the government to safeguard regulatory independence, uphold TRIPS flexibilities, and release the full CEPA text for transparent public review before ratification.
We cannot practice in isolation globally. Kenya has to move towards global standards of healthcare, where we are taking care of our patients. We are preventing more end stage, because we are doing more of medication counseling to our patients. We are doing our medication therapy management for our patients.
One of the challenges we face at the moment is access to medicines and also the cost of the treatments available for NCDs. So we want to ensure that all our communities, our citizens, do have access to quality, affordable medicines.
In Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Ogamba has praised Malaysians' commitment to deepening academic collaboration with Kenya, highlighting scholarships, research partnerships, and exchange programs as key drivers of progress. Speaking at the Malaysian African Education Forum 2025, CS Ogamba commended Malaysia's leadership and innovation in digital learning and emerging technologies, noting Kenya's readiness to expand university linkages and vocational training opportunities. He emphasized that the partnership is equipping Kenyan youth with global skills while advancing the country's goal of a competitive and sustainable education system.
Kenya and Malaysia enjoy warm and long-standing bilateral relations founded on shared values of mutual respect, cooperation, and a common vision for development. In the field of higher education, our collaboration has grown steadily, marked by student exchanges, academic partnerships, and policy dialogue between our institutions.
Youth leaders from Busia County have condemned the rising political violence in 𝐄𝐚𝐬𝐭𝐥𝐞𝐢𝑠𝑡 and other affected areas. Led by Patrick Odero, Judy Oricho, and James Kariuki, the leaders called on politicians to ease tension and urged youth to avoid confrontational politics. They also appealed to the government to strengthen security, ensuring voters can exercise their rights safely, and encouraged young people nationwide to register and actively participate in shaping the 2027 elections. To sports, where the 6th County Assembly Sports Association CASA games were officially launched at Kinoro Stadium in Meru, featuring a march past and a moment of silence for the late former Prime Minister Raila Odinga and Kilifi's senior sergeant-at-arms. Meru Governor Isaac Mutuma highlighted the theme of using sports and culture to restore hope, describing the event as a national reunion that brings Kenyans together beyond politics. Speaker Ayub Bundi welcomed guests and praised Meru's newfound harmony, while CASA Chair Peter Imwatok commended the county's hospitality and emphasized the game's role in promoting unity, relaxation, and strengthening devolution.
We are here 44 assemblies out of 47. So the entire country is here. On behalf of CASA, I want to celebrate you and ask you to have what it takes to celebrate in Meru County.
And that's it from the Eastleigh Voice News Desk.